All right, dude here. Disneyland is over and decisions have been made. Today, we're at Newport Beach. We are chilling in the surf in the sun, having a good time. It is Cohen's first time ever at the ocean, and that kid loves it. I think he's a dolphin. He just wants to jump right in. He's only one though, so he can't. So, under careful supervision, he dipped his toes in the surf, and he's been eating lots of sand, hanging out on the beach, doing what kids do. And his dad and Jake are doing what men do when men come to the beach. They're digging a hole, building a little sand something or other. You know what I mean? So, Disneyland is done. We made it open. Well, almost open. It was like, we were like 20 minutes late. Stayed till midnight. Got home back at the hotel around 1 a.m. Hi. He's waving at me. So cute. And so decisions have been made. In roughly 120 days, I'll be on a plane to Oahu. That's right, Hawaii. We're gonna celebrate my wife's birthday for a short trip. We're not doing like a week at a fancy resort or anything like that. We're gonna do like 3 nights. I've got a couple kids that work for an airline, so I can actually get a one-way ticket for $50. But it is standby, so that kind of sucks. It's always stressful, I hate that. But still, it's cheap. So round trip, $100 each. Me and Candace, Zach and Lauren are gonna go. They fly for free. And we are gonna go celebrate her birthday, 3 nights in Oahu. We'll probably just get a cheap hotel right in Waikiki, rent a car. I think we'll spend her birthday on the North Shore, hopefully in December. We've always been there in like May or June, so hopefully in December there'll be some bigger waves. I'd really love to see some actual real surfers out there on the North Shore. Definitely want to spend some time on Waimea Bay on the beach. That's my wife's favorite beach over there. Got a couple other things we want to do. Maybe we'll go on a short hike one day, but it's literally going to be like fly in, spend a day in Waikiki, go to the North Shore the next day, do something the next day, and fly out the next morning. So it'll be a quick trip, but that gives me close to 120 days to crank down the system and do as much as we can possibly do. Now, the shoulder is going to be a problem, but that's not going to stop me from walking, from eating right, doing things I need to do to lose weight. It just might stop me from actual weightlifting, which, you know, does suck, but it is what it is. So that is the plan. That gives me a goal. It gives me something on the horizon to look forward to. It gives me something to, here we go. You gotta see this. Boys being boys. Zach and Jake digging a hole with some sort of Aztec pyramid in the middle. I'm not quite sure what that is. But, you know, they've been out here for like an hour and a half just digging. Reminds me of a story time with dude, but that's for another day. Different kind of video. All right, I'm gonna go take my seat over here in my chair that's in a shade. And but the bottom line is that gives me something to look forward to. You know, I think it's important that you have a goal. It's important. I mean, okay, let's just call the last 4 to 6 weeks kind of garbage for me. That's really what it's been. It's been absolute garbage. My diet's been hit and miss. Everything's been kind of on and off. The workouts have been hit and miss. So I'd hate to use the word reset. I'm not trying to reset or recalibrate. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Gonna, have my weekly weigh-in. Gonna walk 30 minutes a day or more. Gonna start trying to incorporate some strength movements again. Probably do nothing with the shoulder at all. I just need to not do a whole lot, but I can still do some other things. And then, like I said, if I start getting that cardio, if I get used to walking, maybe I'll even try a little jogging. Maybe I'll break out my rowing machine. I don't know. We're gonna play that by ear, but I think it's good to have a goal. So 120 days or so from Monday, literally from Monday, 120 or 22 days or so like that. Beginning of December, I could be on an airplane to Oahu. So pray that the flight will be empty in 4 months. So we'll make our standby flights. But I think that'd be really cool. It kind of gives me something to look forward to. It's right before Christmas. Could be a good time of year, bigger waves. Hopefully some good surfers there to watch. I love that kind of stuff. And I think that'd be really fun. That'd be a really fun way to take a quick cheap trip. And yeah. And so that is the plan. We surprised Candace with it the other night. She was pretty stoked. So I think it's always hard with her birthday being in the beginning of December. You know, her whole life feels like, you know, the focus is always Christmas. And my birthday, if you recall, is on July 4th. So what do you do, right? The whole nation celebrates me. Fireworks every year. There's always a barbecue and a party every year. And Candace always feels like, you know, I mean, she's a big girl. She can take it. But it's nice to make her feel important and appreciated, especially on those days. So that is what we're doing. We're going to Hawaii. I don't think my whole family will be able to go. Got a couple kids that'll be heading toward finals weeks in college. Got a couple kids that are just trying to get out of debt and save their money, and they got some other things they want to go do. So it'll probably just be Zach and Lauren, maybe one of the boys. But anyway, should be a good time. So that is the plan. It's Saturday. It's the middle of the afternoon. Now, getting to Newport Beach this morning, I don't know what was going on. Disneyland was incredible yesterday. Not much crowds. I mean, for Disneyland, it was really a great day, crowd-wise. I didn't ride a crap ton of rides because when we have the grandson, me and Candace sit out. We just, like, you know, if he's asleep or something, I let the other guys ride and I just sit out with them or whatever. And we just do the grandma and grandpa thing, you know. It's kind of fun. And when Candace and I go by ourselves, we go at a slow pace anyway, so we just kind of slow it down and have a good time. But so getting here though, oh my gosh, dude, parking. Trying to find parking today was just insane. I think I dropped everybody off, and then I had to break a couple of laws and drive up a wrong direction and stuff to procure a parking spot. And that was after we drove around for like 45 minutes. And I was about done. There may have been some swear words coming out of my mouth.
You're fine.
I think that chick just wanted to be in the vlog. She's now an official member of Dude's World. I don't know what her name is. Anyway, so what we're doing is, what was I saying? Oh yeah, parking. We park, and so I drop these guys off. I have to break a couple of quick laws to get a spot, but I get a spot, and then I get a phone call, and they're like, we left the cooler at the hotel. The cooler had all the drinks, had the waters, the had some sandwiches and some snacky foods, you know, for the beach. And so like we basically just had our chairs and towels. So Jake and I found a 7-Eleven across the street, and we ran over there, and nothing like spending $40 at a 7-Eleven to get some ice cold beverages and at least something to snack on while we're here. So that's what we did. Now we're hanging out at the beach. The goal tonight is Din Tai Fung. If you've never been to Din Tai Fung, it's pretty, I like it. My family loves it. It's pretty incredible. We're hoping to do the downtown Disney location. We'll go do some shopping. Maybe I'll do some videoing down there, but this video will probably be already up by then. So anyway, that is my report for today. We're having a good time at the beach. We're having a good time as a family, and we had a great time at Disneyland. And we got a new goal. So 4 months, that should give me time. I've got to do the very best I can. See if we can't drop like somewhere between 30 and 50 pounds. I can do that. I think I can do that. And then if I could go to Hawaii again under 220. I did that transformation story time a couple days ago. If I could go below my starting weight of transformation, you know, that would be an accomplishment. So I don't think I'll break 200, but if I could be somewhere between 200 and 220, I think that's definitely doable. That's a realistic goal. That's got a time frame and it's got a reward. So that's what we're doing. If you're with me, leave an aloha down below. Yeah. Yee. We're gonna do it. And appreciate you guys. We will, what's your goal? If you don't have a goal, set a goal. What's your reward system? What are you gonna do if you get it? And we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll just be driving home. It'll be a ride home, back to the old grind. And then Monday we'll be starting a whole new chapter. We're gonna call this chapter Phase 2. Phase 2. And we'll continue the journey together. So see you tomorrow. Dude out.